Hello, my name is Fazle Hakeem, and today I will introduce some topics or some information about computer with you. General introduction of computer. First, we will see that what is computer, and we will uh, start definition by computer. What is computer? Electronic device. Computer is an electronic device, means it needs electricity to work, uh, convert data into information. Its second function is computer main function is its main responsibility is that it collects the data or user feed data into computer process this data and convert the given data into information. These are the steps that work by a computer. Collect data from the user. First step is that computer take input as data from the user. When it get the data, computer immediately start processing on that data. And after processing, at the result of this processing, it prepare a result. It prepare an output. And in terms of computer, we call this output information. So we can say that computer convert data into information. Now see what is data. Data is the plural form of the Latin word data. The word data came from the Latin word datum, which means something. Anything in raw form like number, words, and facts are called data, because when we work in computer, we are dealing with numbers, with words, with facts and figures. All these things is called the data. Data is the collection of raw, unrecognized, organized, but related facts and figures. What is data? Data has no meaning of its own when data is not processed. When we not put data in a sequence, data has no meaning by its own. But when we keep the data in a sequence, our computer processes the data converted into a meaningful form. And this meaningful form is called the information. For example, here we can say that these are the data. If we see every individual fact or figure, we will not get any meaning from it. But when it process, it came into a sequence, our computer put its processing on this data, it converted into information. Then we get such a result that convey a meaning, convey information to its reader, to its user. Types of data. Data has many types, has many forms. Okay, but there are three general types of the data. Alphanumeric data. What is alphanumeric data? Data which has alphabets and which has numbers. These are called alphanumeric data. Data which has only text, which has only alphabets, these are called alphabetical or textual data. And data which is consist of only numbers, only digits, this type of data is called the numeric data. And data which has text as well as numbers, this type of data is called alphanumerics. For example, the address of a house, we can say this data consists of alphanumeric data, because in an address we have characters, we have text, and we have also numbers. Information. What is information? And there, beside this alphanumeric data, textual data, there is also some other type of data. For example, data in the form of audio, in the form of sounds, data in the form of video. This type of the data which has videos, with movies, this type of data is called video data. And data which has only photos, images, this type of data is called graphical data. Analog versus digital data. We will read about analog and digital data in the later chapters. Then now we move to the information. What is information? Raw data organized in the form of result. data which is processed, which give complete meaning to its user. This type of data is called information. Information means that when someone read this data, this process data. Information is also called the process data. When someone read the process data, he get a complete sense, he get a complete information. Then this data is not the data. This data is called the process data, or this is called the information. Information is the meaningful. Information is meaningful process data, which is relevant, accurate, and used in decision making. Means that information gives some meaning. Information will be a process data, a data which has taken processing on it, then it is called the process data, and this is called information, which is relevant. Are the facts and figures are relevant to each other, and it should be accurate. There should be no mistake, error in this type of information. And when managers, when professionals take decision, they take decision on the basis of information, and information has based on the data. Now we move to the next topic. The word, come on, now we come to the word analog and the word digit. First we see what is analog. The word analog means is like, and the word digital comes from counting by using your digits, like using your 10 fingers. Okay, if we see, we have clocks. These clocks have hands. Okay, one hand for the minute, one for the seconds, and one for the hour. This types of are analog clocks. And there are some clocks which have no hands, but it has figures. The figures are moving and it shows the time. This type of watches are called digital clock, digital watches. If we see the calculator is a digital device. Okay. If we see the meter of a car, speed meter of the car, we can say that this is an analog meter. Analog data attempts to continuous and identify every hint of what is being measured. What is analog? In analog data and analog numbers, the analog is continuous in its nature. For example, we can say it is temperature. Temperatures goes suddenly increase, or it goes gradually increase, or goes gradually decrease. Okay, we say that temperature is an analog quantity. Another way to consider it is the analog tries to just like and digit encodes for particular purpose. Okay, now later we say that where we can use the digital data and where we can use the analog data, all have its own uses and its own devices and its own situation where we can use it.